What is up, fellow benchwarmers? Welcome to your daily fantasy pick. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another quickie. We apologize for yesterday as we weren't able to throw out our quickie yesterday. But hey, we're back, and it's a day before Judgment Day. Sunday, just maybe some news. What are our news today? Hold on.
Well, we can talk about the news yesterday also. Yes, I think yesterday was a Brook Lopez news, right?
Yeah. Playing 5-on-5.
Brook Lopez has been, yeah. I won't really stash him. I don't think he's gonna be back anytime soon, even if he's practicing. Plus, as I said yesterday, Bobby Portis is playing very well. So I think even if he's healthy and he comes back, it doesn't mean he's gonna be a starter right away. So not a stash for me. Not a stash for me.
So pretty much that's it mostly for yesterday. Today was a bigger news. Josh Giddey. He's said to be out for another 2 weeks. So how do you deal with Josh Giddey at this point? If you're in the playoffs, obviously he's a dropper.
If the playoff is starting tomorrow or Tuesday in Manila, week 20, basically, you drop him. 2021, he's out. I pretty much feel like 22 is out also. Yeah. Because if he gets evaluated on 21, they'll probably give him a little time to practice and everything. So the best case scenario is he comes back 23 and 24. So he's a drop in most leagues at this point.
This is quite ironic because we never really saw this coming, right? It's like everyone was preparing for SGA to be the guy who will not be playing much towards the end of the season. I'm not saying that SGA's minutes and games will continue, but we felt like Giddey was always the safer choice among those OKC guys because he's young and they'll probably develop him. He's gonna get minutes. Well, it looks like we're not even sure if he's still gonna play.
Yeah, I think Giddey, we have to consider also this situation. He also got injured in the summer league, if I'm not mistaken. He also got injured in Australia for quite a time. So maybe, we thought he was a rookie. He's young, but this is a legit injury for Giddey, and I think it's been bothering him for a while. That's why they were restricting his minutes a couple of weeks ago. So
lots of players who rested as well today. to the annoyed managers, but I guess heading into week 20, if we want to talk about week 20, Steph is gonna miss the first game of Golden State on week 20. That hate relationship with Steph continues. There's really no love for Steph, right? This is as annoying as it can get.
And that's why I told you about when we were asking about Ja and Steph. And I was saying that I like Steph. I know he's better than Ja fantasy-wise and in real life. But we don't know how many games Steph will play. And they're losing, mind you, they're losing games. They've lost 4 games or 8.
I think that's a big
11.
Reason why. Well, based on the notes I read, that's also another reason why they're gonna rest Steph for a bit. I think it's because they're losing. They might be, they wanted to give Steph some rest, some breather.
That's BS. I'll just put it out there. If they're winning, if they're like number 1 and like Phoenix record, they'll rest Steph. They'll say, we need to let him be fresh for the playoffs. Yeah, so no matter what their record is, they'll be resting Steph. They're just putting whatever reasons they want to put out there. They're losing right now. They're third. They're not second anymore. Memphis is second. So why would you rest Steph? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the reason why they should. They are also resting Wiggins and Clay. by the way, in that game.
And surprisingly, lots of teams are really resting their players. I mean, Harden also got another rest. Lots of guys rested today, and that's annoying because it's 2 days for some. It's 2 days before judgment, a day before Judgment Day. You're in the playoffs. You're expecting this guy, and then he suddenly doesn't play. Like Harden, for example, did not play today. That's going to be annoying for you. Let's talk about week 20 schedule. I think quickly. I think more than the buys, you can all read it in the Facebook page. Let's talk about preparing for next week. So we don't have any teams with 5 games, but lots of teams with 4 games and 3 games. So mostly 3 games and 4 games. So pretty much scattered all around. What's the good strategy here for you?
Well, streaming wise, there's only one day, Friday, Manila time, that has 2 games. So that is the one that you would want to stream really, because you'll probably have a big chance you don't have any players in that day. But the other days, Wednesday and Sunday, are the 6 and 7 days. So streaming is not going to be easy next week because there's only actually 2 teams, I think, that will have players that have games on that Friday, and then both Wednesday and Sunday. That's Golden State and Denver. They're the 2 teams that really have good schedule for next week. So if you're asking me, preserving your moves with one stream, those are the 2 teams you target. Denver, I know DeMarcus Cousins exploded, but that was without Jokic. But as I said, even without Jokic, at 15, 16 minutes, he's been okay. Just okay. But if you see their schedule next week, they have a very good schedule. So you can pick him up and then keep him at least even for next week. So with Golden State, well, Clay rested. So even better stream next week, because if, let's say, who can you add there? Kuminga, Damian Lee. Lee is one player. Of course, I'm not putting up Jordan Poole anymore because I think he's
rostered,
not available. Yeah. So Damian Lee, because Peyton is also
in and out of the lineup.
I'm not sure. If Peyton plays, Peyton would be a good stream. But I mean, at this point,
do you take it day by day, or do you try to pick a player right now? Like you said, Golden State has a good schedule, but there's a potential of players resting from that team or not playing. If you add them now, there's a chance that it's pretty much not a good. It can end up being a useless move.
Yes, it depends on your roster. If you have like only one streaming spot, then you can maybe look at it day by day, or maybe segment your week, like Monday, Tuesday, who has a back-to-back, and then Wednesday, Thursday, who has a back-to-back, something like that. You can do that. But if you have two spots that you can stream, maybe one spot you can pick Golden State or Denver players, keep them there for the whole week because they have 4 games anyway, to preserve the move, and then just the other roster spot you used to stream more, more regularly, more actively, the other roster spot.
Also, if you are secured of a playoff spot and it looks like your matchup this week is already set, meaning there's really tomorrow's games are mostly non-factor, you can use some of your moves to prepare for next week. That's what I did in some leagues. Win or lose, like if I already made the playoffs, even if I'm losing this week, I'm looking ahead to next week already, because there will probably be a lot of players streaming as well, actively streaming more than the regular season, because this is the playoffs, right? The top 8 or your top 4, whatever the format is, will start adding players streaming more than the usual. So I think that's what you can do. Also, I dropped some players who didn't have a game. I think there are some teams who don't have a Monday, Tuesday game or something like that, or a game tomorrow.
I was gonna mention that Boston, Washington, and Toronto. They're the 3 teams that will not have games the first 2 days. So a strategy you can do maybe is like target players from these 3 teams after the first 2 days because they will have more of their games at the latter part of the week. So you could do that.
So
There are
in a
teams
12
like,
team in a 12 team, what just to share what I did as well. I'm not even sure if it would work, but this is how I did it. I had Gafford in the 12 team. I just dropped Gafford and added a player who would, I think I added Marvin Bagley or Dwight Powell, who has games on the first day and on Wednesday, on Thursday. So I could still have the chance to get Gafford whenever they would have a game in the middle of the week. So,
plus Kristaps is coming back. So
yeah,
I think that's a good gamble already because he'll not have 2 games in 2 days. So Boston, if you picked up Grant Williams, even if Jalen will miss longer, you have to drop him.
Yeah,
at this
especially
point.
if you're shallow league. If you're very shallow
League, yes.
Yeah, 12 teams, I think
Yeah.
he's already a drop. Just pick up if you're in the playoffs. Just pick up somebody else who can help. 12 team, there would be a lot of players there who can help your team. Because in a 14 team, there might be fewer options, but still, like I said, there's still some Gaffords there. I mean, some Bagleys, Dwight Powell might be there. Kyle Anderson might, although Kyle, I think don't have a game on the first day. But yeah, you can pick up those guys.
Also, the Toronto guys who streamed this week with 5 games: Achua, Malachi Flynn. I'm sure if Flynn plays tomorrow, although he's questionable tomorrow, we just discussed it in our courtside DFS. He might miss the game tomorrow. But if he plays tomorrow, Van Vliet doesn't play yet, and he has a good game, you might hesitate in dropping him. For me, no. Even if he scores 30 points tomorrow, you drop him right away and then pick up somebody to stream on the first day of week 20.
Yeah.
Fred Van Vliet might be back week 20. So, it's like this. If you put a dead roster spot like Flynn on your lineup, and then on Wednesday when when Toronto has a game, Van Vliet suddenly comes back, then Flynn is useless. You kept him for 2 days.
Yeah.
For nothing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. And that's also because Flynn, we all know, is a replacement player. If Van Vliet plays, his value immediately is gone. It's not like other players who are in. Even if the star player played, there's still some value, right? Like Grant Williams, for example, if Jaylen Brown comes back, you still know that Grant Williams would be playing and contributing and still having value. For Flynn, that's not the case. If Van Fleet doesn't play, he's pretty much not rosterable really for you guys. So yeah. So pretty much that's it. Not sure if
and just to add, lastly, if you're looking for a streamer or a player to add, not as a streamer but as a good play for the whole week 20, Lakers, Minnesota. Lakers have San Antonio, Houston, Washington the first 3 games. That's very, 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 very good. As good as it gets.
What are the chances whoever you pick up from the Lakers will screw it up despite the good schedule?
Well, I could give Monk and Carmelo possibly available in some 12-team leagues. I think those are good matchups. In deeper leagues, Austin Reeves, I think he's been starting. He's not been consistent, but there's been steals, there's been assists, there's been everything that he's been able to do in this matchups like this. These 3 teams. He can be a good gamble. Minnesota is better because they have Portland, they have Orlando, they have OKC, and they have better players that you can add. Although maybe Jaden is not available anymore, so maybe Malik Beasley.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure Torian Prince is available because Torian got injured the last game.
Got injured, yeah.
So and I think he did not play today. So the last game he did not. Today he did not play. So it's unfortunate because Torian is a great pickup and available in pretty much all leagues that I'm in. It's just unfortunate that he got injured. So maybe watch out for that as well. He might suddenly be available, and he is a good stream. He can contribute across the board. Any categories you need: 3 scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, and blocks. So you just be on the lookout to see what happens there. And of course, there are some back-to-back, so you have to keep an eye on those things. Save some moves as well for maybe later on if you feel that you can still catch up or make it up later in the week. All right, so that's going to be a short one for today. We just wanted to talk about the schedule. If you want to see which are the bye players, at least for tomorrow, you can check out the Facebook page, and it's up there, or maybe the bye players for next week as well. It's up there, and the schedule analyzer is already there. So we just wanted to talk about it for a while. All right, that's it for Daily Fantasy Quickie. Good luck tomorrow, Judgment Day, and on Tuesday we'll start Fantasy Benchwarmers League. We'll start their playoffs on Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll probably announce, or on Tuesday morning we'll probably announce all the season champs, regular season champs. It's a tight one for some of the leagues. So we'll probably announce that either tomorrow or Tuesday. All right, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.